Hi, everyone. Today I'm with Vanessa Grimaldi. Hi, Vanessa. Thank you for joining me today.
Okay, I just want to say that Isabel and I have been I've been trying to commit to a date to do this talk with her for her YouTube channel, but something has been coming up like every time we booked a time to do it. So I'm so happy to do this with you, and I'm so happy to finally connect with you not in person, but virtually in person, COVID style.
Yeah, exactly. Everything is changing, so we're adapting to different ways to do things. So yeah, I just wanted to talk to you because I know you from TV for sure, from The Bachelor and everything, but you've been involved uh, with everything, with teaching and with your foundations. I wanted to touch base and know a little bit more about that and how you started, with everything.
So in secondaire 5, which is grade, I never calculated this properly, 6, 7, 8, 10? Grade 10, I think? Oh, a secondary 4, yeah, secondary 4. So when I was in secondary 4, that's when you have to shadow someone that you're interested in pursuing a career in. Mm-hmm. And my mom was a teacher. I was always surrounded by teachers. And so I went to the Mackay Center.
Okay.
Yeah. And I shadowed a teacher there. And it was special education. Yeah. And I just fell in love with the students. I fell in love with the program. Not sure why, but one thing led to another. And I ended up in a totally different program in university.
Oh, yeah?
I ended up in public affairs.
Okay.
And nothing to do with teaching special education or teaching in general. But while I was in that program, I was also tutoring English as a second language to immigrant students.
Okay.
And I just loved it. I just love being in a classroom and like organizing and prepping lesson plans and making everything super interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
And a couple years later, like 5 years after I was teaching ESL, mm-hmm. I started to think of getting my degree in education again.
Okay.
And I went back to university, I think I was like 25 years old or 26 years old. And I went to get my degree in education at Ottawa University. And I lived there for a year. And because at that time they had a program where if you already had experience in education, okay, you could get your degree in a year. But it was like 9 a.m. until 9 p.m. You had classes. Like you couldn't have a social life, you couldn't work, you couldn't do anything. So I got my degree, moved back to Montreal, and then I got a teaching degree at Galileo, okay, teaching SIS, which is a social integration program for people with special needs. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yep, I'm home. Like this is what I want to keep doing. And then I ended up on The Bachelor. Yeah. Great. Like, yeah, it was like a lot of craziness happened. Then I ended up on The Bachelor, and I realized that I wanted to do more with my platform because I'm from St. Leonard. You know where St. Leonard is? Like,
yeah, okay. Yeah. I went to see Jeff around there.
I grew up like East End, like not like I barely ever watched TV. I didn't understand the magnitude of the show until I came off of it. I was like, I still don't understand why people follow me. I'm like, I'm not a beauty expert. I'm not like a chef. I'm whatever, but thank you for following me. And I wanted to do more with the following that I had and with the platform that I had. So I started the Know Better You Foundation, which is a nonprofit that helps raise money to build sensory rooms in schools that have special education programs. So Galileo was a school that we helped open up a sensory room at. There's 3 other schools in Montreal, 1 school in Toronto we just gave $25,000 to. Wow. And now I'm teaching again. And oh my God, I am so happy. I'm like,
it's your element, like for year. Yeah.
I feel like I found myself again because it was like a crazy couple of years coming off of the show. And now I just feel like Vanessa again. And I feel so freaking good.
Yeah. I see the happy faces.
They're so uplifting and it's real, And I think for so long, I've been stuck in a lot of the noise of everything that's happening around social media and everything that comes from being on the show. Mm-hmm. And this just feels like so liberating just to feel like you're in your element, like you said.
Yeah. See, they're always like happy and they just bring like the best the best in you, and it must be busy. So your days are like all filled up.
I mean, you know, right? I think people could relate to, since the pandemic, a lot of people have been working from home.
Yep.
And the sense of normalcy of leaving your house, bringing your coffee with you, maybe driving to Tim Hortons, maybe like, people don't do that anymore, right? Because you're stuck at home all the time.
Yeah.
And that's what it was for me when I came off of the show. I was working from home all the time, and I missed making a lunch. I missed packing a Tupperware in the fridge and like having food that I know I'm going to eat at 12 o'clock. And there's organization, because it's really hard to be disciplined when you're home all the time doing your own thing.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. Like, so you work with the school and you have an implication with the foundation.
I'm home, and I want to make time to see my fiance, make time to spend time with my dogs. And like, I love cooking. So for me, at 5 o'clock, I want to make sure I'm in the kitchen and I know what I'm going to be making for dinner. So I have to be really structured with my days and, you know, dedicate Mondays to do one specific thing after I'm done work. Yeah. So it's been really nice because I feel like finally everything is kind of coming together. Working in a classroom with people who have learning difficulties, and then doing what I'm doing for my nonprofit. Because as much as I was doing work for my nonprofit, I was still isolated. It's not like I was teaching. It's not like as if I was building the rooms. I was fundraising. I wanted to be with students. I wanted to be in a classroom. So it's nice to be able to do that.
Yeah. And you're Italian, right, Mom? So you're used to have family, friends, and just
lots of people.
Yeah.
I mean, if you saw the episode of the show, my hometown date episode, that that was not for TV. All 14 of us pre-COVID would get together at my grandmother's house. Josh got to experience it too for a good year before COVID hit. Yeah. And it's just like, there's nothing better than just feeling so at peace with who you're with, whether that's at work, whether that's with your friends, whether that's with your family.
Yeah.
It's a better feeling.
Totally. It's not the same as in person for sure. So we won't take anything for granted for sure.
Exactly. I think it kind of brought us back to basics again, where you call people, where, you know, you check in on people and you appreciate those, you know, 5-minute maybe waves across the street from each other. And I think it really did bring us back to basics again.
With your platform and everything, so you're on social media a lot. How do you find it hard to like balance, like you said, everything? And
I'm like, oh, let me record this so I can, you know, show people what the participants are doing. But oftentimes, like, I'm never on my phone. Obviously, I can't be on my phone at work. But if I want to showcase certain things that we do, sometimes I totally forget because I'm so in the moment. I'm like, oh, I want to show the artwork that we did today, but I forgot about it.
Yeah, it's just to be in the moment and enjoying. Yeah,
I know you had messaged me too to maybe do something with my participants.
Yeah, that would be fun.
We're always looking for new volunteers or new ideas. Even if you want to do it through FaceTime or Zoom, you know, we can do things virtually too. And I think it's so great to connect people. And
for sure, And do you have future plans of what future project, or you just go day by day? Do you have anything special?
In terms of future projects, I mean, I want to keep teaching again. Like that, I can't tell you how good it feels to just do what you love and not just do it because you have to. It's like you want to do it, you know?
Yeah, you just love it. Yeah.
So I definitely want to keep teaching, and I want to grow Know Better You. So we're kind of expanding our team, which is exciting. We have new volunteers. I have this woman that I've been working with for a little bit over a year now, who's been helping me with the nonprofit. So she's taking on more projects while I'm teaching. So we're kind of like helping each other out. So we're trying to find new and creative ways to fundraise, because during a pandemic, it's harder to do that. And listen, we did help raise enough money to help 5 schools.
It's amazing. Well, thank you very much for this talk. It was awesome. Thank you.
I keep going.
I'll put the link below for people to check No Bitter You Foundation and everything. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Subscribe to her page.